This is Book Talk with Corbin. I'm your host. Please like, subscribe, share. Let's get this listening audience. Let's boost the numbers. Let's get the numbers up there. Book Talk with Corbin. BookTalkWithCorbin.com. Corbin. BookTalkWithCorbin.com. Go there to my website. Check out some of my other interviews. Star Parker, David Horowitz, and Dexter, just to name a few. There are many, many others. And we cover a lot of topics. Most of the topics covered are politics and culture, but I cover some interviews with people talking about the economy, talk about investing, public safety, personal safety. We talk of some theology, and even got a little bit into some pretty heavy scientific theories. So again, go to booktalkwithcorbin.com. Check out my other interviews. Today, I am reaffirming what I've said in a prior podcast, is that this format is going to start. This podcast, Book Talk with Corbin, is going to start talking more and more about biographies and autobiographies. That's going to be sort of like our niche. Biographies and autobiographies. That's where we're going to focus on. And as a matter of fact, my next big interview is going to be where I'm going to be interviewing jointly David Horowitz and Dexter. As you know, Dexter just put out an amazing story, his autobiography on Pitts. And as you know, David Horowitz, a little ways back, put out his autobiography, Radical Son. So I'm going to talk to those two about that. And I'm definitely going to be doing an interview with Star Parker. She's a good friend, great friend of the show. Always a wonderful interview. She has a pretty powerful story. And I'm going to be talking to her about her personal story. And that was put into a book that I think was sort of borderline autobiography. And then, of course, I'm looking for scholars who can come in and talk about the writings they might have done on some great Americans such as Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Tesla, on and on like that. So, Book Talk with Corbin, just wanted to announce that. We're going to talk more about autobiographies and biographies. So some people say, well, are you going to talk about, if you stop doing interviews and political commentary, cultural commentary? No, I'm just doing that on a different podcast. It's called The True American. The True American. And that's it took that name from a very famous Kentuckian who ran a newspaper with that same name, The True American. And so if you can email me and tell me who that Kentuckian was, I'll send you a little prize. So I'm going to conclude here. Later on, I'm going to talk about this shooting that took place recently here in Louisville, Kentucky. And I'll make some comments about that. And then in another podcast, I want to talk about some of the people who are running to be mayor of Louisville, Kentucky, my home, my beloved home, in one of the greatest, if not the greatest cities in the United States of America.